Hello. Today I'll be going over every single key on everyone's favorite comfort map, Customs. Before we get started, I'd like to mention every key's timestamp should be marked on the timeline, so you should be able to skip around at your leisure. If a key is useful and or used in a quest, it will be mentioned. And one more thing before we get started is I will mention a key's spawn location, but only if it's guaranteed. And I will mention every key's approximate price on the flea market as of recording this, which is the 23rd of January. Enough yapping. Let's go. Using the provided Tarkov map, I'll be starting from the left and making my way down the map. I'm gonna save dorms for last. Our first key brings us to Military Checkpoint, located across the street from Green Screen Building, down the street from New Gas. Behind this door is one weapon rack, one grenade box, and two wooden ammo boxes. At the time of recording this key is priced on the flea market at about 30,000 rubles. Next up across the street is the USEC Stash Key, which is located in the Green Screen Building, next to the white silo things. This key gives us access to two different loot rooms next to each other. Behind loot room number 1 is two 5x2 weapon boxes, two 4x4 weapon boxes, and a jacket. Behind door number 2 is two 4x4 weapon boxes, two wooden crates, and some loose loot. This is a key I'd personally like to run more because it seems like good loot potential, and it never seems to be hit. At the time of recording this, the key is priced at 56,000 rubles. Headed back down the street, we approach New Gas. New Gas contains two locked rooms with two separate keys. The first key is into the building to the left. Now once you're in the hallway, the first door on your right will be the gas station storage room key. Behind this door is one med bag and one med case. At the time of recording this, the key is worth 180,000 rubles. Now the second key in New Gas is the gas station office key, which is the next door to your right in the hallway. Behind this door is one safe, one pistol spawn on the desk, a spawn for gas station storage room key under the table, and a little bit of loose loot. This key could be good for the safe, but I personally don't run it. At the time of recording, this key is worth 30,000 rubles. Right across the street from New Gas is a pass-through / loot room building. The factory emergency exit key needs to be used twice in order for the shortcut to be made, but only once if you're just in it for the loot. Behind the door is one drawer tower, one wooden crate, some loose loot, and a spawn for the lab's arsenal storage room key. I personally wouldn't use this as it uses two uses of the factory emergency exit key, which is a pretty important key as it's used in a lot of other maps and used for a lot of extracts. As of right now, the key is priced at 110,000 rubles on the flea market. Right out the back of the shortcut to the left is the Unknown Key little trailer. Now the Unknown Key is a guaranteed spawn on the dead scav in a bush at RUAF. Now there's nothing behind the door except the valuable cargo used for the quest, the Extortionist. This key is not available on the flea market. Continuing with the factory emergency exit key, right under the main fortress building is the extract ZBO13. Now before you open the extract, you'll want to turn on the power, which is in the building next to the Unknown Key. And there is no loot behind the door, just the extract. Passing through Fortress and Skeleton, you'll find two cargo containers on top of each other. The container on top is the portable bunkhouse key. Now behind the portable bunkhouse key, a potential of two 5x2 weapon boxes could be found. And if you have the quest Bad Rep Evidence, the folder is needed in there as well. As of recording, the key is priced at 55k rubles on the flea market. Moving further down between Skeleton and Old Construction is the oh-so-familiar Machinery Key. This key unlocks a semi-truck which contains the pocket watch for background check. This key also has a guaranteed spawn with the second story of the tall building from dorms, or third story, in room 205 in the yellow jacket. This key cannot be listed on the flea. Now, moving across the river, we get to Big Red. Now, Big Red's key is Tarcone's Director's Office key. It It's used by running up the only set of stairs, and the door is at the top. Now behind this door is 1 sports bag, 3 PC blocks, 1 safe, 1 jacket, an MBSS backpack spawn, a pack of armor spawn, and an intel folder spawn, along with various loose loot. This key, alongside containing good loot, is needed for 2 quests, Delivery from the Past and Farming Part 3. At the time of recording, the key is worth 45k rubles on Flea. Now across the street from Big Red is a lonely little trailer, which is Trailer Park Portable Cabin Key. The only thing this key is good for is the plant spot for the quest Golden Swag after you get the Golden Zippo. And the last key we're getting to before dorms takes us over to the Trailer Park Extract. Now the Portable Cabin Key, not to be confused with the Trailer Park Portable Cabin Key. I had no clue this key existed, and I see why once I saw the loot behind it. Now behind this door is 3 jackets and a bit of loose loot. As of recording, this key is worth 5k rubles. Finally, we get to the keys of the hour, dorms. Now before starting with dorms, I'd like to recommend every room that has a safe in it to be ran in the docks case. Starting off with the short building, entering the end facing Fortress or the north end. Our first key is the last door to your right, dorm room 104. Behind this door contains 1 toolbox and 2 jackets. This key is priced at 10k rubles on the flea market at the time of recording. Right across from this room is dorm room 105. Behind dorm room 105 is 1 safe, a bit of food on the bed, and loose loot scattered on the floor. At the time of recording, this key is worth 22k rubles. Going back through the front door, the dorm guard desk key is right in front of us. Behind this door is 1 weapon rack, 1 6x3 weapon box, 2 wooden ammo boxes, loose loot on the table, and potential dorm key 104 and 105 on the wall key holder. At the time of recording, the key is worth 9,000 rubles. Down the hall on the right, past the food area, is dorm room 114. This key is used to obtain the briefcase quest item for pharmacists. In addition to that, behind the door is 1 med case, 1 safe, 1 PC block, and some loose loot. As of recording, the key is worth 266,000 rubles. Right across the hall is another safe room, dorm 110. Behind this door is 1 safe and potential loose loot on the bed and side table. This key is worth 42,000 rubles. Now the only key left in the short building or 2-story is dorm room 206 or water room. Now it's nicknamed water room for its need for the quest Operation Aquarius Part 1. Besides the quest, the room has a possible spawn for a water bottle, aquamari bottle, or a water filter. Now this room is possibly worth hitting just for the water filter chance alone.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Moving on to our last set of keys in the 3-story dorms or tall building. Starting out on the first floor, dorm room key 103. Behind this door is loose food spawns. This key is worth a whopping 2,500 rubles. Our second key on the first floor of dorms contains dorm room key 108. Behind this door is 1 drawer tower and 1 PC block. This key is worth 5,000 rubles. Our last key on the first story is dorm room 118. Behind this door is 2 jackets and a cabinet. This key is worth 14,000 rubles. Moving on to the second story, right from the middle stairs, we have dorm room 203. Behind dorm room 203 is a potential of 2 sports bags. This key is worth 17,000 rubles at the time of recording. Right across the hall is dorm room 204. Behind this door is a safe and blue locker combo, a bit of loose loot. This key is going for 17,000 rubles at the time of recording. Down at the other end of the hall, dorm room 214 is located. Now behind dorm room 214 is 1 safe, a bit of loose ammo loot, and a possible dorm 203 key spawn in a red mug. This key is worth 10,000 rubles. Now down the hall of the L portion to the right, we have dorm room 218. Now behind this door is a bit of loose loot. At the time of recording, this key is worth 15,000 rubles. Now your dorm room 220 key is just a little further down. This key contains the quest Chemical Part 2. Behind it is a possible ZBO4T key spawn on the table, which is used for the Woods map extract. This room also has a potential of 1 jacket, 1 duffel bag, and some loose loot. At the time of recording, this key is worth 13,000 rubles. Moving up 1 more story, we have dorm room 303, which is right down the right hall to your left. This key contains one wooden crate and some loose weapon spawns. At the time of recording, 10k rubles is your flea price. Down the hall a tiny bit is dorm room 306. Behind this door is loose loot. This key is worth 9,000 rubles at the time of recording. Down the hall a bit more to the left, past the food area, is dorm room 308. Behind dorm room 308 is a bit of loose rubles. This key is worth 67,000 rubles on the flea. Now the door across the hall before the marked room is dorm room 315. Behind this door is a bit of loose rubles. This key is worth 6,000 rubles right now. And lastly, the key we've all been waiting for, dorm room 314 marked key. Behind this door contains very rare loot items, weapons, containers, basically everything a man needs in life. The dorm's marked room key is currently worth 3 million rubles at the time of recording. And that does it for every single key on customs in Escape from Tarkov. This video format is relatively new to the channel, so let me know if you found it useful or enjoyed. If this is well received, I plan on doing every map. If not, I'll just continue with the funny haha videos. Well, either way, I'll continue with the funny haha videos. And with that, I'll leave you with a great rest of your night. Goodbye.